and there he is.
Hello.
Hey, baby, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I was just bragging about you. I was saying that everyone's asking, why do I have another makeup artist do my face and I'm a makeup artist? And I said, because
I can. Because I can.
I just know so many, there's so many people that I think that are talented, and certain people to me have a certain eye and a certain anointed hand, if you will. And you to me are one of those. I mean, I can name 5 people, and you to me are definitely one of my top 5 makeup artists ever. I think you're so good at what you do. I really do.
Thank you, Damone. It always means a lot when, you have been in this industry for so many years. So whenever I hear a seasoned artist like yourself compliment me like that, it means a lot.
So, thank you. You're so talented. We have so much to talk about. So with that being said, let's just start at your beginning, Etienne. Tell people that don't know you, where you're from and how you got started and how you came to be the makeup artist that's such in demand by people like the Kardashians and our girl Aguilera and Demi Lovato. There's so many people that just count on you to bring their best face forward.
Yeah, I know. I always have to pause and think about it when I, think of all these women, amazing women in this industry that I get to work on. But yeah, a little bit about me. I was born in Mexico, in Guadalajara, Mexico, if you guys are familiar. And I lived there until I was 7 and just came from very humble beginnings. We lived in a ranch where there was no electricity, no hot water. My house had no windows. Like,
really?
Yeah. A lot of people don't know because people only show you what they want to show you on Instagram,
Right.
But there's so much more, I feel like, to all of us. And yeah, so very, very humble beginnings. And then we came to the U.S. when I was 7 and grew up in Ventura County, which is about an hour north from here. And grew up there, went to middle school, high school, graduated at 17, and then made my way to LA, right? Literally, as soon as I graduated, I was like, there's nothing here for me. There's like, I just I want to go and do what I'm doing now, which was my dream. And I actually went to hair school first. Well, let me rephrase that. I only went to hair school. So first, I am a hairstylist. Second, makeup artist. But
so interesting to me.
I mean, I love the art of glam. I love it all. I love fashion, hair, makeup. I love the whole picture of it. So it was important for me to, I feel like, back in the day, because I don't come from this new generation of Instagram hair and makeup people. Like, I am part of it now, but my beginnings are like, I was building a portfolio. I would go and print out my pictures, and my dream was to like present it to a few agencies and have a meeting and do all these things like that were that I thought you were supposed to do. So I thought you had to learn it all. I thought you had to know like hair, makeup, lighting, and angles, and so I've always been a person that wants to like keep studying those things, and just even if I'm not doing hair anymore, I still like to learn. I still do it on my mom, on my friends, or sometimes even on Christina or something on tour. Like I'll do her hair and makeup, and it's really like came in handy throughout my career. So
yeah, you've done my hair as well. I think you're just okay. I have so many questions that are going through my head as you're talking.
I know.
My first question is, what inspired you in Mexico? Like you said, you always wanted to go towards glam and the world of glam. What were your inspirations? What did you see that was glamorous on a ranch in Mexico from humble beginnings?
I always say that for me, my mom has a lot to do. My mom and my sister have a lot to do with my inspiration, because they're the most important women in my life. And I just always, since my sister was born, and then as I started to get older, I just would watch my mom do her makeup, and I just grew such like an interest for it. Then I would go to the barber shop when I was like 11, 12, 13, and I would sit and wait for a haircut for like 3 hours to this lady. And she's like, I'm too busy, come back like another day or something. And I was like, no, but I don't mind waiting, because I wanted to watch her, what she was doing.
Right.
So that's where it was like born. And then once I was like 15, I was like in high school, and I was like, you know what, I could do this. I could do like color and cutting. Like I've learned from this lady. So I would do it on all my friends in high school. And then so all throughout high school, I basically started working doing hair and makeup. So that's like, I would charge them like, oh, I'll charge you $10 like for your makeup, or, you know, I'll do your color for $15, or like, I don't know. That's how I was hustling.
That's changed a little bit these days, right?
You know.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I read a quote recently when I was studying you for today's interview, that you would see the red soil, the dirt on your ranch, and you would think, this could be a beautiful eyeshadow. That reminded me so much of myself as a child, because I was always inspired by sequins and flowers and sunsets. I mean, just the most abstract things. But I think when you're an artist, your eye really takes those things in for a later moment for you to bring them to fruition, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Those in the ranch that I grew up in, there was a lot of beautiful red rocks and red dirt, and oftentimes I would like wet it, and then it would give me pigment, so I would like paint on the walls or like on paper or something. So when I came out with an eyeshadow palette in 2017, like that had a lot of my inspiration of like if you look at the names in my palette, it was all like telling a story about my younger self to my now self to my future self, you know?
Wow.
So that's how I came up with the names. And I remember Adobe was the name of one of my shadows, and it came from being inspired by where I grew up.
That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. And when you decided you wanted to transition from hair and to do makeup as well, did everyone tell you have to choose one or the other? Or you kind of knew that you needed to really focus more so on what you wanted to focus on to get to where you were trying to go?
I remember certain people telling me that I should just focus on one thing. I do remember that. And, but I don't listen. So
no artist does.
I don't really listen. Like I'm very cautious of who I take criticism and advice from. You know what I mean? It's like whoever's telling you certain things, it's like, well, let me see your resume and let me see where you're coming from, and then I'll judge, then I'll make a decision. I don't really listen to anyone, and I think I always follow my heart, and whatever I feel like I need to do, I do it, and I play by my rules, and that's it. Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. Now, is it true as well that you were discovered on Instagram by Kim Kardashian?
Yes, that is very true. Before Instagram became Instagram, like I said, I was doing, what I thought I was supposed to be doing, which was like testing with photographers and models and on Model Mayhem and that whole thing. And then once Instagram came along, I hopped on it actually very, very early, but that was only because I liked the filters back in the day. So before filters were a thing,
I love that.
Instagram had a filter. I downloaded the app just for the filters, and I was like, I love this. So I would like use the app, use the filters, and just save the photos. And then I remember one day I started to do Jessica Burciaga's hair, which is like an Instagram model. And I noticed she had like 10,000 or something followers, and I didn't think anything of it. She just tagged me in her photo, and I started to get hundreds of followers, and I was like, oh my God, like, this is crazy. Like, I'm like, I'm onto something here. Like, this is like, something's changing, like, in the world. And that's when I just, discovered that Instagram would soon become very big, and I started posting everything I would do. I would post my hair, my makeup photos, all these models, and sooner or later, Kim Kardashian found me. She saw my work on there, and I got a call from her people, and that was about 7 or 8 years ago. So it's been a journey.
It's been a journey. And I remember once you and I were sitting together at a dinner party. I think it was Christina Aguilera's dinner party, and you told me that it's such a full circle moment for you because she was your one back in the day, and now you guys are friends, and now you're her makeup artist of choice, and etc. So you kind of manifested that into reality.
Yeah, I think we all of us glam boys have our divas that we idolize, and for me, like pop culture and musicians and singers are a big part of my life because I'm very inspired by music, and that's what I love to do. So yeah, Christina was definitely somebody that I really looked up to, and I loved everything she was doing, with Stripped and Back to Basics. And Mariah and Whitney, those are all my, I love all these girls, they're big inspirations of mine. But yeah, it is crazy to think that one day I was only dreaming of wow, will I ever get to work with Christina or Mariah, or those kind of legends in the world. And yeah, so I still have to pinch myself sometimes, that I'm
Yeah,
okay.
but you made it happen. Just like they're the best at what they do, you're the best at what you do. So the best searches out the best. And I think that there's something about manifestation. And I think when you throw it out into the universe, it conspires in your favor, as long as you do your part. And so I think that's great. It's so powerful,
right? It's very powerful. I think for everybody that's on here listening, it is not a joke. It's you almost have to be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. But going back to doing things my own way, since I was young, I was just I had a mindset of what I want. I think the minute that you know what you want, and those things change, as you go through life, they do change.
Of course.
As you get older and stuff, those things might change. But if you are certain that you want that, whether it's, I also said, I want to buy a house by 30. I want to buy my mom a house by 30. And
that's on my list to bring up to you. I think that's amazing. Digress. Let's get back to that, because I've got to talk about that, because that's so amazing to me. But I just want to go on record publicly and tell everyone out there that's watching and that's going to see this video in the future that one of the things about being in the beauty industry is that we support each other. And when you find the best of the best, you kind of help each other in whatever ways you can. And a lot of makeup artists, from my experience personally, have not introduced me to their artists that they're working with, because they think that I'm going to try to take their artist or try to do their makeup and whatnot. And I'm very clear. I don't like doing makeup anymore. I did that. The box is checked for me. I like doing eyebrows, and I like doing interviews. Those are my two big things. Etienne has been one of the people that has really pushed me forward as well with his clients. And I just want to thank you for introducing me to people like Christina Aguilera, because I didn't know her until you introduced us. And Francia, from Grownish, and other people like that. So I just want to publicly thank you for that, because it means a lot to me, because, Christina and I have become good friends now, and I just adore you. And it's a hard industry. So when people support you and don't want anything in return for it, just to do the right thing, it means a lot. So I just want to publicly thank you in front of everyone for those connections.
Thank you, Damone. Well, let me just say, I think not only do you deserve it and a lot of success, but you're a great human being. From the years I've known you so far, the conversations we've had, you've been such a nice person to me and so supportive. And I always say this, shining the light on somebody else is never gonna dim yours. So I'm not worried. When I do things for people, I'm not even expecting anything in return. Everything I do it from the heart, and I've noticed that things just come back around double as better for me. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
I just keep giving, and that's the art of giving. Is just you. I don't know. I want everybody to win. Like, I have my own goals and my own things in my own mind that my path is my path and your path is yours. So me introducing you to somebody is not going to do anything to me, because what's meant to be for you is already yours. Period.
It's already yours. And there's a higher power involved. And for everyone, it's different. But you and I have talked. We share the same higher power. And it's already written. You know what I mean? You do your part, and the universe conspires in your favor. And I think that people are always worried about checking their likes on Instagram and who's following this person, or does this person support me? And I think that if you get out of that and really focus on your own goals and your own self, that's when it comes to you. I never started being a makeup artist to start doing celebrities. That was never even I never thought about that. I didn't care about the celebrity aspect of it, to be honest with you. But I became the best at what I did, and then the celebrities found me. And I always tell people, you know, if you work on your work and focus on what you're supposed to be focusing on, it's going to find you the right way for what's for you. And I think that, again, you're a perfect example of that, because, you know, you and I, you're younger than me, and like you said, you got on Instagram in the beginning, and you had goals like getting a house for your mother for the age of 30 or for yourself. And I think that that's what's really, really special. I remember when you told me you bought your mother a house, I remember just like tearing up, because I think that that's what we all really want in life, is to make our parents proud and to let them know we did good, and we want to take care of them the way they took care of us. And I met your mother before as well. I met her at your eyeshadow launch party. Yeah. And some people just have that light around them, and she definitely has that light, so I see where you get it. And it's so amazing that you actually were able to buy a house for your mother. I mean, how great is that? You're still in your 30s. That's amazing.
Yeah. You know what's funny? 2 days ago, I shot a brand new YouTube video for Mother's Day with my mom. And it was really special because she brought up things from when I was 17. When I left home at 17, I had written her a letter, and I told her in that letter, and she kept it, by the way, so she still has it.
Oh.
And I just told her, like, thank you so much for bringing me to this place. Like, now it's time for me to fly and, like, you know, go follow my dreams and chase my dreams. And I told her, I promise you that I'm gonna buy you a house. Like, I promise you, for you and my brothers and my siblings. And yeah, during our filming, she brought it up, and I asked her, I was like, what's been the best gift that I bought you for Mother's Day? And ironically, I didn't even remember, but 3 years ago, I bought her a house for Mother's Day. And I was like, oh my God. Like, at that moment, I was like, oh, I did it.
And
like,
you did it. And you guys catch that he said he didn't even remember. That's how balling Etienne is doing these days. So I love that.
Listen, balling my ass. Like, I worked my ass off. I freaking
yes, you do. And you always
save my money. I don't go and blow it on freaking bags, and like I'm not a flossy person. You know what I mean? It's like, just because you see me chilling like this doesn't mean that I don't got my coins in the bank. Oh, course.
That part, like for real, that part. You know, I know you like doing hair and makeup, but I know you more, like I said, you've done my hair for an event I remember we did, but I just think of you as a makeup artist because that's the world that I'm more so into. So as a makeup artist, what do you think are some essentials? Like if a woman's going out for the night and she has to carry a little clutch, and she doesn't want to take her whole face with her, what are essentials she should pack in her clutch?
I would say a powder puff that already has some powder built in it. Your lipstick or liner that you used. I think that's it. Just your lip and your powder.
Yeah, I agree.
Like that's when I go out with my clients or with Christina or something. That's what I pack. If we're just going to dinners, like, you know. But
basic, right?
Yeah, I'm not a big bring the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. What about nude lips? Nude lips are so in right now, and it's so funny because I was looking at the pictures you did of me, which I posted on Instagram for everyone to see, and I forgot the lip you used on me, but I was like, God, I like that lip. But it's different finding a nude lip for a person of color versus a person that's fair skinned, right? What are the basic rules for that?
That's, two completely different, colors. Like on someone that's light, if you're applying a deep liner or something, it's gonna appear very dark, you know. So you definitely gotta change. I always use like levels. Like for example, like level 1 is the lightest, level 10 is the darkest. You know, on someone darker, I will use a level 8 or a level 9, depending on the depth of their skin. On someone very fair, I'll use like a 1 or a 2. You know,
Wow.
so it's very, very different. You gotta learn your tones and the theory behind that for sure.
The tones, right? I see people are asking about your. Oh, I see my husband on the line. He says, "I love you guys, baby. Do me a favor.
Hello.
I just realized that my iPad is in the other room, and I want to show some pictures of Etienne's work, and I don't want to leave. So if you can bring that to me from downstairs, that would be great." Etienne, people are asking about your palette, your eyeshadow palette. Is it still available?
Probably on like some second, third party website. Pure Cosmetics doesn't have it. That was only an exclusive for a year that I did. So they used to sell it at Ulta, but yeah, they don't sell it anymore. But you could find it, I'm sure. I've seen it. Like if you type my name, like I think you could find it like somewhere.
Is there more makeup coming out? Do you want to do your own line? Hair, makeup? Do you have any goals for that?
Yeah, for the last 2 years, I've been working on a line, on a brand.
Full face or?
Can't say.
Can't say yeah? Okay. I get it.
I'm working hard on it. I would say that it's been 2 years already in the making. Well, 2 years since the idea was born and I linked up with my partner and stuff. But yeah, I'm working hard on developing really good quality products for everybody. Starting with skincare, into makeup, and then into so many different things that I'm passionate about.
They're saying that it's available on PURcosmetics.com.
Oh my God. I'm going to go buy my own palette right now.
How was that designing your own palette? How was that experience for you?
That was super fun. I mean, when I first got the call for that, I was like, oh, I don't know if I should do it. Like I actually didn't think about it too much, and then I was like, no, you know what, I'm gonna do it. It's a great opportunity to learn and see the process for one day my own line, to learn how to do things. And it was the best. Pure Cosmetics is one of my favorite makeup brands in the world. Literally, they have such quality products, and I feel like they're a little underrated because they're really, really awesome. But my experience with them was amazing, and I'm so happy about it, the whole thing. And I have so much. They let me have control of the creative, of the colors, of the names. Anything that I wanted to do, they allowed me to. So.
Well, I know that as long as everyone else is going to look forward to whatever you're collaborating on or what you're working on yourself, because I know it's going to be fun. Yes, thank you, baby. I know it's going to be fantastic. But someone just asked, what commercial brands do you like? I know your favorite brow line, of course, is Damone Roberts.
Damone Roberts.
Besides that, what are your favorite commercial makeup brands?
Oh my God, I use so many different kinds. Like, I love L'Oreal. Like drugstore makeup.
I have a L'Oreal right now.
I love L'Oreal. I love Milani Cosmetics. And then I love things, like NARS, of course, and Dose of Colors, and my girl Kylie's got amazing lip stuff, and KKW. Like I'm into so many different things, and I'm so lucky and blessed, that companies send me their products to try out and stuff. So I'm always testing new things. And
always. This is one picture that we collaborated on. Can you see that? I have my light on, so I know it's not showing brightly. That's our girl.
Yeah.
Gorge. This is another one I think is phenomenal that you've done of our girl.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that eyeshadow. I mean, that's sick.
That was fun.
Sick. I got one more of Christina in here somewhere. I told her to join us. I don't know if she's going to join, but I told her to join, to hop on board.
Yes, that's dang amazing.
I mean, amazing. You've done some phenomenal work. Look at this.
Yes. Miss Paris, a loyal client for 8 years.
Yeah, you've been doing her for a long time. What's
Erica Jane.
Erica Jane? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Erica Jane, and here's our girl.
Demi.
Demi.
Miss
I mean,
Demi.
there's just so much work. Here's La.
Lala. I miss her.
Isn't she a sweetheart? Such a sweet
She's
person.
the best. MC.
Miss MC herself. I mean, I got so many. This is when you did me. One of the times you did me.
Yes. What was that for? You were. I remember that.
I was being honored that night. I received an award, and
That's right.
I had to go on stage and be that person.
Yes.
Look at
That's
that.
Momager.
I mean, just beautiful work. There's so much here. I'm just deciding what do I show next. Look at that.
Armani. She's so cute.
That eye is so thick. That really is.
Thank
I
you.
love this.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I will say, Damone, I'm so grateful for you because you've transformed Christina's eyebrows. Like, she loves you so much, by the way. She's so happy about.
Yeah.
She used to do her own eyebrows, just kind of like tweeze and stuff. And I was like, babe, can I please like have my friend do your eyebrows? Like, please. And since then, she's been loyal to you, and she sees how the importance of brows,
Brows, yeah. I love her. Not only do I like her, obviously she's talented beyond, but I like her as a person so much. Like when I go over there now, a lot of times we just sit and have coffee or wine, and we just talk. Because I mean, I like her a lot. She's a great mother, and I just think she's pretty phenomenal for sure. You know what, Etienne? One of the questions I wanted to ask you is that when I was doing the research on you, a lot of press describes you as a Latino makeup artist. Mm-hmm. And my question to you is, does that bother you, or do you think that's a good thing?
Oh no, I'm proud.
Yeah.
I think every culture should be proud, if you're Black, if you're Asian, Latin, there's so many talented people out there from every kind of, descent that, to me, it's a proud thing. If I'm killing it, if I'm doing something good in the world and working with these amazing people, oh yeah, I'm gonna show off the fact that I'm Mexican and I'm Latin and I want to be proud of it because those are my roots and that's where I come from. So it's, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, I agree. I think it's a beautiful thing.
It doesn't bother me at all. It's more of I feel like I hold myself proud to my people.
To your people, right? What else inspires you these days?
Oof, what else?
Or who? Even how about that?
It's kind of a beautiful place that I'm in creatively because I'm expanding myself from just being like a makeup artist to doing things like thinking about things for my future. Right. I've been doing this for 13 years consistently, and then now this quarantine thing has happened. So it's gave me a lot of time to reflect on the things that I really want to do with myself in the near future. And, things that are maybe I'm like, oh, that doesn't really serve a purpose for me anymore. And then things that I'm like, no, I want to do more of that. So I find inspiration in everything, you know what I mean? My clients all really, really inspire me, honestly, like, because they're all so different. I got the Kardashians for always doing something and creating something and products and launching different things. So it's like, it's so fun to be around. And then you got, clients like Christina who takes me all over the world. Like I've seen the world already with her.
Isn't that amazing?
It's just like, how could you not be inspired by like what these gigs come with, It's amazing.
Right. Someone just said, you slay so good. And you do. You slay so good. Do you believe in rules when it comes to makeup? Do you believe in any type of rules? Do you think it's just...
That was the quote in my eyeshadow palette. So if you guys buy my shadow palette, there's a little sticker that comes in that says, makeup is self-expression, no rules. So those are words I really live by. I think when you're an artist, you're an artist. You why would we set limits to our creativity? You know?
Right, right. I think that is so inspiring that you do that. I've seen you, like I said, I've known you for years, and I've seen so many different looks. I think there's so many makeup artists out there that do the same look on everyone, and I can truly say that I've never seen the same thing on you, on any of your clients.
Yeah, it's hard. It's also hard to be creative all the time. You know, I work 6 to 7 days a week. Can you imagine when you're an artist? Like sometimes
Right.
it doesn't just come out of you like nothing. Like there's days where you're like struggle a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it would be weird if I did Christina's face the way I do Kris Jenner's face. That just doesn't, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be.
Right.
Kris Jenner doesn't like a wing liner and a red lip, so it would look weird.
Right.
You know?
Do you find that it's hard to push your clients into something? Because a lot of times us as artists, we see what they don't see. Do you find it's hard to kind of push them to try new things? Or you kind of just let them, or I guess it depends on how well you know them. What do you think?
I think all my clients are very cooperative with anything, with suggestions, and they're very open. So I've never really had that problem. And
Because they trust you.
I think they trust me, but I'm also, I could be a tad bit aggressive with my I'm like, no, let's try this. Like, just trust me. Like, I'm not one to be very okay, let me just kiss your ass and I'll do everything you want me to do.
Right.
You still have to be take control of your work and educate your client that, no, that doesn't look good. You think black eyeshadow with red lips looks good? No, it doesn't. Maybe on an editorial or something, but it's all a big collab, really.
Right. What are you most proud of at this point in your journey?
I mean, I'm proud of everything I've done, but I think at the end of the day, you could have success, you could have money, but your integrity, your who you are on the inside matters more to me than anything, because I don't know, I come from very humble beginnings, so I've already had nothing in my life, to having everything that I have and flying around the world in private planes. I mean, what else can I? I've already won. You know what I mean?
You already won. But you said earlier in the interview when we first started today that you still have those pinch me moments, and I gotta say that I have struggled because I come from very humble beginnings as well, very, very humble beginnings. And you go from humble beginnings to, like you said, flying private planes and eating dinner in $20 million mansions with white glove service, with butlers serving you and everything else. I have had the struggle with trying to get to the point that I have to pinch myself. I have to tell myself that I deserve to be here, that I've earned the right to be here. And I don't want to, I'm not here by, I worked my ass off. I'm not here by circumstance. It's because I worked hard to get here, but I still sometimes revert to that little boy from Oakland, California, that is sharing a can of beans with his family for dinner. And I try to let that go, but I don't ever want to lose that little boy. But at the same time, I want to be grateful for where I am, and I don't want it to hinder me from moving forward. Do you find yourself in those situations?
I think it's very hard in this industry to lose yourself. I've seen it happen to other people.
So many times.
And, God bless them, but I could only worry about myself. So For me, I check in with myself. It's important for me to be okay, you're doing too much of this, or calm down. I'm always talking to myself, having conversations, and just making sure that I'm the same person. And I think a lot of people say that about me. When they tell me that, that's the most rewarding thing. That's more rewarding for me to hear that I've helped them, or I've inspired them, or than than the house I live in or the car that I have, that I drive, you know? I think just being humble, it just has, there's a much bigger reward for that. Then I think, so, I mean, to answer your question, like, no, I don't really struggle because I like to have my feet on the ground at all times and just check myself. Like, you know, because I'm not perfect. There's a lot of things, you know, I have a lot of mistakes, but I check myself and I do something about them. And every year that goes by of my life, I just want to be better. I just want to be a better version of myself every year, every month, every day if I can.
Right. Yeah. And like you said, we've seen so many people that have lost themselves throughout the industry or through the accolades. And it's really important that you stay humble and that you stay alert. And you don't take your clients or your talents for granted because it can all disappear. You know, and we've seen that for sure. Yeah, we've seen that for sure. How important do you think it is for makeup artists in the industry to know how to do all different types of skin tones?
I mean, if you consider yourself a pro makeup artist, I feel like you should.
That part right there. It amazes me when people only do a certain group of people. It's like if you're a makeup artist, you can do whatever's in your chair, no matter what skin tone, no matter what age, no matter what sex. You just make it work if you're a real, true makeup artist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm rooting right now with what's going on. I'm really rooting for the future of beauty and glam to evolve in a way where there's more education. I feel like one of my dreams is to keep doing classes, maybe one day open a school or something, and just give that right kind of education. You know what I mean? I think Instagram, as amazing as it is, has made it so easy for people to just be lazy. And I'm like, no, why don't you get your shit together and go learn, you know, go assist somebody, go learn something, go watch some videos, go take some classes, and then go out there and call yourself a pro makeup art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, there's a lot of, even me, I don't consider myself like the best or like a super crazy pro, but I know that I'm always trying to strive to be better. Like, you know what I mean? Or like I judge my own work. I'll be like, oh, that eyebrow wasn't, you know, the best, or that eyeliner just was not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I think it's such a slippery slope too because again, I've been doing this forever and I'm constantly on the quest to better myself, not only spiritually, but my artistic talents because I know that I can be better at what I do. And I think that it's important to keep growing. It's a part of a life. You wanna just be the best version of who you can be while you're here. For sure.
Absolutely.
What is one of the things, Etienne, that you had to unlearn? Because, I mean, you had quite a big journey from a ranch in Guadalajara, Mexico, to where you are now and traveling the world and doing what you do. What did you have to unlearn?
Oh my God. What did I have to unlearn?
Yeah. And that could be not just, you know, physical, but it could be spiritually.
If I may be bold, I have this quote that I tell myself all the time, like when I'm talking to myself. And the older you get, I feel like you realize life is about unfucking yourself. You know, a lot of us that have gone through so much, personally or in your career, whatever that may be. As you get older, you have to take the pieces apart. You know, all the traumas that we carry, all the things, because you see them pop up. You know, the things you went through as a child, they pop up in your adulthood.
Right.
They pop up in relationships. They pop up with friendships, with whatever. So I think for me, I'm always undoing things that were bad for me. You know, things that I got taught. You know, people telling me I wasn't good enough. People and me believing that. That's been something that I've had to take apart slowly as I've gotten older. You know, feeling not good enough, feeling like I'm ugly, feeling, you know, because like I'm just being real. Like those are things we all go through, and
absolutely,
I think that's for me. That's what I try to pick apart. It's like all the negative things, all the positive things I grasp onto. You know, negative things I'm like, you know, this doesn't serve me anymore. So bye bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Having a good time, you know. I'm 31. Like, I'm just trying to be happy. Like, I'm just trying to live a good life and be grateful and keep my job. And
Right.
that's all that interests me in life, you know.
Yeah, but please tell me that you do realize at 31 that you've done more than a lot of people do in a lifetime. Do you acknowledge that?
I mean, I don't feel that way, but I am very grateful for everything that I have at the age of 31. Incredibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be. That's great. Do you have a preference of hair or makeup?
No, I love both.
Do you get booked as much for
I
both?
can still slay hair.
Oh, I know you can. I've seen you do it. But do you get booked as much for both?
No, I would say 85% makeup, 15% hair.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. Would you like it to change? Would you like it to be 50-50, or you're okay with where it's at now?
I'm okay with whatever God and the universe throws.
As long as they're calling you, right?
As long as they're calling. But you know what? I would love to explore hair more right now in a fun way, where it's maybe not for work, but maybe like doing some tutorials on YouTube or doing some IGTVs. I don't know. Just like, I would definitely love that because I love doing it. I really enjoy it. So definitely getting my feet up in there again with something.
Yeah, that's great. That really is great that you do both. I think it's such a, you know, again, with social media, there's so many makeup artists now. There's so many hairdressers now. I think the fact that you are excellent in both can only be to your benefit. I think that, you know, again, with social media, so many people consider themselves makeup artists, if you will, but they also airbrush everything and filter everything. And my whole thing is that if the person doesn't look like that in real life for what you just published, then you're not really a makeup artist, I feel, in general. Do you think that social media has helped or hindered our industry?
It's a very complicated question with a very complicated answer, but I think both. I think, again, I think that we need this industry to go back to a place of more like, how can I say it, like authenticity of yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's helped out a lot of brands and it's helped us grow a lot as for our socials and for our appearances and for our platforms, 100%. But I feel like the standards as like a celebrity makeup artist or a pro artist, they're not the same. You know what I mean? It's not. But
it's not. It really isn't.
You either join them, you know, if you can't beat them, join them. That's what I'm saying. Because I've heard a lot of criticism come from like, you know, older makeup artists in the business trashing other people younger, and I'm like, that's not the way to go about it. Like,
right.
That's just not
right.
If you're so sure about yourself, then you be happy with your career, with your craft, and then do something about it. Be that educator. Be the one that helps this industry grow to another level. You know?
Right.
Don't be bitter. Don't be an old bitter queen that's like mad because that guy over there is working hard.
Right.
You know?
Right. And there's nothing worse than an old bitter queen. Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing. It's true. Have you embraced TikTok and everything else, the newer platform?
I'm on TikTok right now. I'm actually just having fun with it though. I'm not taking it like, I'm not posting all my work on it or anything, but I'm having fun doing like little skits or, you know, just funny stuff. But yeah, I'm on it because TikTok is supposed to be, you know, the next big thing. So everybody should get on it.
That's your advice to your fellow makeup artists and hairdressers?
I think so. Look what happened to Instagram. We didn't all have thousands of followers on Instagram before. You know? So TikTok now gives you the opportunity to start fresh on a new platform. So now is the time to do it.
Now's the time to do it. I'm looking at your eyelashes. What's your favorite mascara? What is your favorite mascara?
L'Oreal Voluminous. Carbon Black. That's just my favorite one. I literally just curl my lashes and then put I just tap them Like I get the wand and just tap the root, and that's it. And then I get a clean brush and just comb them up. Because I don't want it to look like I have so much mascara. You see?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. And what's your favorite bronzer?
My favorite bronzer. I love Hula bronzers by Benefit. Those are awesome. I love the tones. They're amazing. Damone, they're saying your hair is laid, and I agree.
My hair is, I got lots of gel in it, and I haven't colored it, and I see little pieces of gray starting to come in, and it's been a lot. But thank you. I appreciate that. I want to do a lightning round. Lightning round is something I like to end all these interviews with, and I just ask you a bunch of questions, and you just name the first one that comes to mind that appeals to you, okay?
Wait, what?
We're gonna do what's called a lightning round. I'm gonna just ask you a question. You tell me which one you prefer. Real simple. For example, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Rap or rock?
Rap.
Pool or beach?
Beach.
Gym or class?
Both.
Calling or texting?
I think I like calling. I like to get straight to the point, but not everybody does.
That's true. LA or New York?
Oh,
That's a hard one. Everyone gets stuck on that one. Everyone gets stuck on that
I don't know. I want to say New York, but I've never actually lived there, so I don't know. That's
okay, Harry Styles or Justin Bieber?
Harry Styles.
I so love me some Harry Styles. What about Coca-Cola or Pepsi?
Coke.
Coke or Pepsi? Okay, Coke. I agree. Okay, finish this sentence for me. Okay, I'm always excited to win.
I'm always excited when I get a deposit in my bank account. I'm just kidding.
That's real, though. Keep it real, because I know I love when I get that alert that something's been deposited. I love that.
Yeah.
So good for you.
No, but
how about
meaningful things? I love when I get a call from my mom or my dad or my siblings. Like, I don't know. I'm very close to them, so it makes me happy when they call. And not everybody has that, you know? Not everybody has their mom to call or their, you know? So
absolutely.
That just makes me happy.
That's a beautiful thing. How about I'm always self-conscious about?
Oh my God, I'm always self-conscious about the back of my hair peeking out in my YouTube videos. There's been so many times where I have like a little horn and I'm like, why didn't anybody tell me?
Oh, that's funny. Because no one notices.
People watching me film a video and nobody tells me anything?
It's one of those things that no one notices but you. We see so many things on ourselves that no one else sees. We're so much harder on ourselves than other people.
For sure.
I guarantee you no one's seen that little hair sticking out the back of your head. I guarantee you. I would love my legacy to be.
I don't know, to be whatever it's going to be, but to be a positive one. To leave an impact, a positive impact. If I've inspired and helped 10 people in life, then I'll take it. If I've inspired and used my platform to inspire 500,000 people, then I really made it.
What would you tell that little boy living on a ranch in Guadalajara, Mexico, if you could talk to him today?
Oh, I would just tell him to be easy on himself. That's it. Just be kind, be gentle. Everything will work out.
I love that. What's your number one motivational tip, Etienne?
Don't give up. Never give up. Never allow people to dictate your future, to tell you what to do or what you can do. Just follow your heart and never give up. 100%.
Yeah. What's your number one self-love tip?
To be gentle, honestly. I'm still practicing that. I'm still practicing like not being so hard on myself. Just we're our worst critics, you know, and especially as artists, like you really beat yourself down for a lot of things, but I'm really learning to like take it easy on that. Like it's okay. Like it's okay.
It's okay, right? What's your number one beauty tip?
Number one beauty tip: skincare.
Skincare is essential, yeah?
I would say skincare. Drink water.
Drink water.
Like, water, sunscreen, and skincare. That's your primer. That's your foundation of like a good makeup.
I saw the other day you did a post about your skincare regime.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite skincare regime now, our product? What are you using? Because you look amazing.
Oh, thank you. I mean, this little filter does us wonders, but
I don't have a. How do you do a filter? I don't know how to do a filter for the lights.
you press the little happy face that has a little,
Oh.
and then you choose. Yeah.
Which one did you choose?
I chose retro cam or something.
I don't know what that looks like, but I gotta try that. I don't have any filter. I gotta try that. Oh, I did something. See?
You're flying on the beach.
But what you did the skin post? What are you using in the post? What do you like now for your skincare?
So I'm using a vegan cleanser by Milk Makeup. I just really love cleansers that are not too much, and like I just like to feel my skin really clean, and like if I'm wearing any bronzer or any kind of makeup, it just brings it all out. So I would say Milk Makeup is killing it with skincare, with makeup. Like I'm loving all their stuff. What else? And then these peel pads that I use that have changed my skin, that they're from a brand called Sanitas Skincare. And they're these peel pads you use at night. I use them like 2 to 3 times per week, and they really tie in your face, make your pores smaller, and get rid of all these little like acne scars that I have. So, yeah.
Wow. Do you believe in sunblock?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, sunblock is
Number
everything.
one.
50. I wear a 50 sunblock.
Me too.
It's funny because a lot of people of color, like people of Latin and African American people, don't believe that you should wear sunblock. But it's so important because skin is skin. You need to protect it from the sun.
Oh, you have to.
Do you use a primer when you do your faces?
Yes,
Is
sometimes.
that important to you? Yeah?
Yeah. I think for anything that we're doing long term, like a long photo shoot or long anything, yeah, I do use a primer. But if it's a photo shoot, sometimes, you want the skin to just be extra dewy. You don't always need it.
Right.
So it's just a preference thing.
And do you like pressed powder or loose powder?
I like loose powder.
Loose powder better
I like pressed powder for touch-ups.
for touch-ups, right?
Charlotte Tilbury has great ones.
She does?
Mm-hmm.
Great. I want to thank you, baby. I want to thank you for taking the time because I think you're inspiring so many people in so many ways. And like I said, you're special to me not only as a makeup artist, but as a friend. And I cannot emphasize to you how much I'm cheering you on. I really, really just want the world for you. And I'm like I've seen your mother. Like I said, I met your mother. I know your story. And I just want you to win. And you're winning. So I'm always going to be cheering you on the sidelines.
Oh, well, I appreciate that, and I feel that from you. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you,
where can
Brad.
people find you at? They're on Instagram, Etienne Ortega. But any other
Mhm.
social media handles you want to give people?
All my
What's your
social
TikTok?
media, Etienne Ortega. All my social medias are Etienne Ortega, at Etienne Ortega. So thank you guys all for tuning in. By
Thank
the way,
you.
all you guys watching. Thank you guys.
Until we meet again. Thank you, baby.
All right, I'm
See you
sure I'll
soon.
see you soon, and I hope so.
Yeah,
Much
for
do.
sure. For sure.
I need my eyebrows done. Can you help me?
Hey, I got you. I got you. For sure. I got you.
For sure.
Talk to you
All
later,
right,
baby.
Damone. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you, Etienne.
Bye,
You
guys.
too, baby. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Let me see. Okay, I got 3 minutes left. I thought we were done, but I see I got 3 minutes left. So let's see what kind of questions I can answer in 3 minutes. Ron Nature Fab, your skin always looks so good, Damone. Thank you very much. I take care of it as well. And someone asked me today if I can do an IG live about my skincare regime, and I think I will do that because it's something I haven't thought about. I also want to do one about me doing my face. Someone said, why is he still, ask him why he's so single. Well, he's gone. Because you're a true artist. Thank you, Caroline, for sure. So my brother says, Etienne, you are so wise. He is. Damone and E, you guys are fucking awesome. Thank you, Sugar Chef. We appreciate it. We really do. Made it from the bottom, now y'all are here. Yeah, we both come from very humble beginnings, both of us. And we made it. And, you know, I think that success is like beauty. And what I mean by that is that it's in the eye of the beholder. I think some people could think that a person is successful, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're successful to themselves. I acknowledge that I've been very successful at what I want to do, but I also acknowledge that there's so much more ahead of me. And I know for sure that what is ahead of me is much brighter than what's behind me. I'm claiming that for sure. And I really, you know, I say it to people all the time, but it's like I've done a lot of great things, but I haven't even begun to tap my full potential yet in any way. So I hope you guys got that part about me and Etienne saying that we are just going to continue growing and not take anything for granted, because I think that it's important that you remain humble, you know, because there's always others out there. Their talents come through you, but they're from someone higher than you in order to put them there for you to go through. So humbleness is a big thing. What about educating on plastic-free or less plastic packaging, says Susanna Babish. That's a good point, Susanna Babish, as well. Etienne Ortega, sexy as fuck, and that's on period. I love that. Working in a department store, that's a great way to get a lot of experience. Working in a department store. We got 39 seconds. I'm still going. Both are gorgeous. Thank you. So wise. Keep it up. Machi Kaz. Best hair products. He's gone for sure. I love it. You guys are so great. We got 20 seconds, you guys. Thank you so much for doing this. We do it every Friday at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And it's just a way for us to stay in touch with you guys, and stay tuned for next week's guest. I'll be announcing it early next week. Until we meet again, I love you. Thank you. See you soon.